So where we last left off, we talked about how to add walls, how to add windows and doors, and how to set things equal to each other. And I want to show how to create roofs, but before we do that, we have to set up elevations or levels. And if you look up here where it says datum, you don't have the option for a level. That's because in order to do this, you have to be on one of your elevation views. So let's open up, let's say the east floor. And you'll notice that now we're looking at the outside of the house. There's our glass door, double door. I have one of my windows looks a little bit taller than the other ones. And you see that there's some elevations that it puts into here for us when we choose that default residential construction template. All right, so we already have a roof, we already have a ground floor, we have first floor and foundation. For some reason our basement is not showing up, although I'm pretty sure we did have a basement. See, if I double click that, nothing happens. If I go back to my east side, still no basement. Alright, so maybe I'll try and put in a basement. That'll show you guys how to do a couple of things. So we come up here, we grab a level from our datum toolbar. Sure, let's go ahead and save the project. We'll save it later. Okay, in order to get your lines to line up with anything else, hover over the endpoint, move your mouse straight down, drag it out. Once it's lined up with the other ones, you should get a little blue line saying that it's lined up and locked. If you cancel out a couple of times, you can click on it. You should be able to set how far down it goes. So instead of -7, 9, let's go -9. And instead of level 8, and I'll show you, when you add levels to this, they add sequentially. So we should already have 7 levels. For some reason it's only displaying 1, 2, 3, 4 of these. There should also be a basement and a footing that is not showing up. And I'm guessing your basement electrical would be another floor all by itself that again for some reason is not showing. So let's change, this is the datum, is what we just set. Let's change the annotation, and this should say basement, and I'm guessing since there is one over here on the project browser, it's going to give me a warning that we already have a basement. The name entered is already in use. Enter a unique name. Alright, fair enough. I go to cancel that, and now magically my basement's in place. So I'm going to click and delete my level 8. View level will be deleted as well as the thing that we put there. And there's our basement, there's our TO footing, there's our BO footing. Alright, and now we can see what all the different elevations are of our house, so that's good. Let's talk about a couple other things. When you click level, in your options bar, you have the option to make a plan view whenever you create a level. That can be handy. Plan view types, you have ceiling plans, floor plans, and structural plans. So right now, if I were to create a new level, it'd make a floor plan and ceiling plan for that level. Okay, let's go ahead and change a couple of things. Right now, if we click on a wall, you'll see, and I pointed this out when we first made the wall, but it's unconnected right now. And the top height is 20 feet in the air. Let's change this from unconnected up to the roof. You'll see because I only had the one wall selected, it only moved the one wall down. The other ones are still unconnected up here at the top. So let me click on a different one. I'll right click. I'm going to select all instances, an entire project of that kind of wall, and I'm going to change the top constraint of all of the walls to the roof. Okay, so now they should all match up with this line. You'll also remember when we go back to our east side, one of my windows was a little bit off. This is another good reason to check your elevations and see what it looks like from the outside. If I click here, I see this is a first floor level. The sill height is at 3 feet. But if I click on a different one, the sill height is at 1 foot. Okay? Let's go ahead and just change this window to be a 1 foot sill height. And let it adjust to all the other ones. Alright. Let's see. I'm going to pause for just 1 second. Okay, this is where I want you to go ahead, make sure you're on the east view, make sure that all of your walls are connected up to the roof level, and let's print this out, put your name on it, turn that in for a grade. I also would like for you to go ahead and take the quiz for this. I'm going to be asking you about how to add levels. I'm also going to be putting on there what it means to make a plan view when you add a level, and that means that it would create the ceiling plan or floor plan when you create the level. How to adjust these. If I click on it, just like with the doors and windows, I can type in a different number. I can make these 8 feet off the ground instead of 9 feet. We're back to 9 feet. So these are adjustable. And this may be a kind of short quiz that we didn't cover too much in this video, but we have enough now that we can go on and start to talk about how to create roofs in the next video.